Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So I'm gonna have a go at another little experiment again, yay! I do like to have a play because I like to know the answers to things, and I also like to make life a little bit easier if I can. So a while back, it must have been last year, well it definitely was last year sometime, or even the year before, I had a go at turning a double-sided tape canvas into a poured glue canvas, if you remember. I halved this canvas and I took all of the double-sided tape off one side and put the Craft Buddy Crystal Art Magic Glue on it. This basically turns your surface into a permanently tacky surface. So it basically turns your canvas, paper, whatever into a poured glue. $7.99 a bottle. Actually, I think it's only $6.99 on the website now. I'll have to check that. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, so I thought, I wonder if I use this, but rather than taking the double-sided tape off, if I put it over the top of the double-sided tape, what will happen? So that's what I'm going to do now. If you're not sure, double-sided tape is where you mainly get like a cover sheet on your canvas. This is just a real little one that I'm quite happy that if it goes disastrously wrong, I'll rescue it. But I thought I don't want to do a really big canvas and then find it goes wrong and I've got a huge canvas to try and rescue. So yeah, double-sided tape is basically like, you know, your reels of double-sided tape that you get. Like from craft stores and things that we use a lot in card making and things, and basically it's got tack on one side and a cover on the other, and then when you put it down on your surface you then peel the cover sheet off the top and it sticks on both sides. Well, that's what double-sided tape is. When they used to do the canvases, because it's obviously a lot quicker and a lot cheaper, then they used to get these great big rolls of double-sided tape, and rather than actually, you know, putting the poured glue on, which is this sort of substance, and having to wait for it to dry and making sure it's cured and everything, they could just put the tape on, put the cover sheet on, and it's good to go. And that's done like within minutes, seconds, whatever. Whereas this, I'm not sure on the drying time when they are working with the poured glue adhesive in the factories, but certainly it's not nowhere near as quick, and obviously you have to be a bit more precise as well. With a big roll of sellotape, with a big roll of double-sided tape, you can just literally put it over the top, oof, and off you go. So yeah, what I did, as I say, with this one, and the video is all on YouTube, I'll see if I can dig the videos out, is actually section off half of it so that this bottom part was poured glue and this top part was still the double-sided tape that it came on. And I think you'll remember that the results were quite remarkable. This is the poured glue side that I made, which is hardly any gap and very, very neat, and this is the double-sided tape side. And as you can see, because double-sided tape is just a dry adhesive, as it were, it's, you just put whatever down on it and it's not wet, there's no movement in it. Then, I mean, some of this is down to me because I'm not brilliant with squares and I'm not brilliant with double-sided tape. But I am a lot better with the poured glue. So you can see that that side, that's quite gappy, and I did struggle a little bit more with that one, whereas that side is a lot better. As I say, the video is there and I do the full comparison and everything and show you how I got the double-sided tape off the canvas. And as I say, I got to thinking, somebody was asking about these stickers in the Disney sticker book and saying, you know, how did people put them in? Because, you know, if you put it down wrongly in your book, then it's very difficult when it's really sticky to lift it back up again without tearing your pages, as you would with any sticky tape or whatever. And I said, well, in card making a long time ago, when we used to peel off stickers and things down and verses and things, we used to use like a Pritt stick, a glue stick on the back of the sticker, and then it just gives you that extra little wiggle room, and then when it dries it's fine. And I thought, I wonder if the crystal art glue would be similar to that. So when you've got a sticky surface that is exceptionally sticky, and you know, is just, well, it's going to get hold of your drills and it's not going to let go. I mean, you can get them off, but you don't have the same wiggle room. Sometimes you can move them a bit. Sometimes if you're too hard at it, you can tear your canvas or whatever. I thought if I put the glue on top, I wonder if that would act a little bit like the glue stick, the Pritt stick, and leave it that little bit tacky to put it on, because I have got a lot of Scotty Dog double-sided tape canvases, and some of them are square, and it has put me off doing them because I know I don't like double-sided tape and I don't like doing squares. So yeah, sorry, I'm waffling a bit, but I think you get my gist. If you ever want to know if it is a double-sided tape canvas, if you look in the corner of your canvas, see if we can get that, oops, right up there, you can actually lift that tape. You can see there, look, that starts to come off. Oops, let me just see, this is a very old canvas and it's stuck down exceptionally well, but you can see there's a ridge and it will start to peel off. And as I say, I can, like I did with this little one, again I did a little one because I just thought, oh, you know, it's going to take me hours if I do a big one. I did try all sorts of things actually for getting the double-sided tape off a canvas. I tried Glue Gun, but it tended to just pull a little bit and took ages to come off. I tried scraping it off, and I ended up actually with a blister on my finger from sort of like rolling it along in little strips. So yeah, it wasn't ideal, and I certainly don't fancy doing like I think I've got a 60 by 40 picture that's all double-sided, and I thought, I'm never going to get that off. That will take me days, and is it worth the effort is the other question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these two pieces off here. It came with just one piece of cover sheet. These are the little cover sheets that you can buy, just really to just cover it over, because I was getting ready to do it. I have got this one kitted up ready to do, and it's one that I've just not got around to doing. It's still sat there. So let me just see if I can get these level. It is two little kissing owls, look, it's really, really cute. And yeah, I just thought, oh, well, we'll give it a go. It didn't have the DMC codes actually on the canvas. They were on the drills, but not on the canvas. So I have written them in my own scrawly writing onto the canvas. So I'm just going to try and cover this over. It has got the squashed flies, look. So it's quite easy to find the middle. I say squashed flies, it's because when I first saw one, they're actually the cross stitch pattern conversion charts, and cross stitching does have like the middle. Sorry, this is quite difficult to do from an angle. You really need to be over the top, but you don't want to be looking at the top of my head. Well, you'd be looking at, I've got a hair bun in at the moment because it's, although it's coming chilly and we have got the heating on, it's just a little bit warm today, and I do get very warm sat in this craft room. So I'm just trying to get a straight line there, and then we'll get a straight line across there. Don't want to cover over the little key code at the side, so that's that. Okay, so that's those stuck down a little bit. Oh, that's going to flap. Get a bit of washi tape. Just grab a little bit of washi tape and just stick that down, otherwise it's going to annoy me. Now I can't find the end of my washi tape. Can you tell I was prepared for this and I'd really thought things through? Just get these ideas in my head. Oh, I can't find the end of this. Just stick this down, just so it's not going to be flapping. I don't like flappy bits. That's better. Right, okay, so let's see. Now, one thing I did learn with this magic glue is that you don't need a lot. Oh, look, I'm taking the lid off rather than taking the top lid off, because oh, it is exceptionally sticky. That's got a bit gunked up because it's a while since I've used it. Let me just take that off the top there. Oh, yeah, it is very, very tacky still. So yeah, right, so we just need a little bit, so we'll just put a little bit on there for now, and it does go a very long way. Okay, so that's now right, so it's going on okay and sitting on the top. And then what I'll have to do is get the drills. As I say, I have got this kitted up, and we'll have to have a go at seeing how this goes. Right, so I wondered if it would take the glue, because I did think, well, it's an adhesive, maybe one adhesive against another isn't going to be very happy and they're not going to like one another. I'm using a little bit bigger brush, and it's got lovely straight edges, this one. It was only a cheapy brush, it's only an acrylic brush. See, I've got quite a bit still on there, and you can't quite see where you've put it, so it's a case of working like little squares and just work it in. We don't want too much on, because I don't want it to stay too tacky, but I'm going to leave it on for a couple of hours and see whether it does actually stay tacky, so that then we can use our gems on it. And I've then got a poured glue canvas rather than a double-sided. And yeah, I mean, I've been using this for quite a while. As I say, it says £7.99 on, I've written £7.99 on it, so I could remember how much it was. I do think there may be £6.99, but anyway, I know Diamond Dots does one that's similar. They do their own like, well, it's not, well, I suppose it is a glue, but it's like a tack that stays tacky so that you can keep using it. Right, I'm just seeing if I've got that completely covered. I can sort of, if I lean to one side, I can sort of see a little bit shiny where I've gone. I know this is possibly taking it off again, but yeah, when I first used it, I put loads on and it took forever to dry. So that is that done. Let me just pop that brush there now then. Oh no, it's not very tacky. So probably just put a little bit more where I've just put my finger. But then it's got to go. It needs to be tacky enough for the drills to stick to it. So we will have a go at doing that on camera as well, because I do like doing these experiments, and I will show this. Even if this fails dismally, then I will still show it, because I just think, you know, it's yeah, sharing the ideas, sharing a bit of fun and having a go. So there you are. Now that is completely covered. You can sort of see, yeah, it's a little bit shiny still where it's still a bit wet. I'm not quite sure how long to leave it. I'll maybe leave it an hour and we'll come back and we'll see where we are then. Can't remember how long I left this one. I don't think I tried it straight away. I think I did leave it a little bit, but I did find that the poured glue, my squares on poured glue are a lot straighter than my squares on double-sided tape. I think that's quite amazing, the difference in that. And I was surprised. I know quite a few people did put in comments that they were surprised, but if I can actually turn that and use this method, then I've suddenly got all my double-sided tape canvases will be poured glue. So we'll see. So I will be back and let you know how this one goes. Okay, bye for now. Hello, welcome back. So part 2, this has now dried and look how tacky it is. So I'm going to cover it over for now because I need to go and get hubby's dinner, and then I will come back later on and we will have a go at doing a little bit of diamond painting on it and see what it's like. See whether it does act like a poured glue or whether it still acts like a double-sided tape. But I just thought you'd like to see that it has dried. It's about an hour it's taken, so that's not too bad at all. So it is still sticky. Is it as sticky as the double-sided tape? Let me just have a look. I'm just thinking. No, it does feel slightly different. So possibly, so we'll have a go anyway, see whether it's worked or not. Fingers crossed it has. We've not lost anything if it hasn't. Okay, watch out for part 3. See you again in a bit. Hello, back again. Thanks for coming back. So part 3 of trying to change a double-sided tape into a poured glue without taking the double-sided tape off. So I've loaded up a pen with some purple wax that somebody sent me. Oh, this pen's not in very well. I thought that was a bit owly colours. I know it's seashells, but yeah, that's one of my pens with the glitter and the seashells in. Just matched the colour palette, and then I realised that it's actually got yeah, seashells in it, but never mind. Owls do go to the beach. I'm sure they go on the holidays. Okay, so that's the previous owl canvas I did, where I did completely take off the double-sided tape and just use the Craft Buddy magic glue on this side. So that's that one that came out a lot better by doing that. But because it's so time consuming by taking the double-sided tape off, I thought I would see if the magic glue would work on top of the double-sided tape. So we're about a week down the line now, and I'm just going to have a look and see what the difference is. So yeah, obviously you can't tell just by looking. Okay, that feels very sticky, and that feels very sticky. I should have used different fingers there. Let me try that again. So hang on, that is sticky, and to be honest they feel about the same, so I'm not sure if this will have worked, but let's put a few gems on. Hi everybody, I am back. So in true Liz style, I managed to film this bit and then realised that I'd zoomed in and you couldn't see any of this, because after I'd zoomed in and positioned it, I moved it out of shot. So what I'm going to do, because I can actually zoom in on my editing program, I'm going to diamond paint it and then I'll zoom in on my editing program. So you've completely missed everything that I've said here. Oh, I never said I was a professional. I've also set up my 2 lights. So I've got my 2 little spotlights. I'm not sure whether they're making much difference at all. I've still got shadows, so I'm going to have to play about with those a bit more. But at least I've got them out the box and I'm trying them. And I've also treated myself to these. Okay, I have had some in the past and I did send them. Oh, it is the right way up. I did send, well, there were the glasses ones, and I did send them to my lovely friend Sharon at Pencil Surprise. Go and check out her YouTube channel. Yeah, I couldn't use the glasses ones. They were too heavy on my nose. I just couldn't get on with them. But if I'm going to start doing whip and chats and maybe even doing lives, I thought I'd better get something so that I'm not having to have a big bulky light and you know, not being able to see what I'm doing. So these are there, and I think they're pretty good. They actually fasten onto the back of your head. So yeah, you've got like a little sweatband here. I'm not quite sure, they might be a bit warm in summer, but I think they're going to be pretty good to use. It's all adjustable. You've got your adjustable little glasses here. You can even go up to using 2. I'm not quite sure. Look, I've got hair on it already. I'm sure I was a Labrador in a former life. I seem to molt everywhere these days. And Labrador dog, if anybody doesn't know. And yeah, they just adjust up and down once you've got them on your head. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with these. And they're certainly a lot comfier than having all this weight on the top of your nose. I don't think I've got battery. Oh, the light moves as well, but I won't be using the light because I've got these lights here. Oh yeah, it's got a little case at the bottom, I think, where you put some batteries in, or is it rechargeable? I have to look at that, but because I'm not using the lights, I've not really looked at the light bit quite so much. Yeah, I think this, oh yeah, look, the batteries go in there. Oh gosh, it's got a lot of batteries in it. So yeah, I won't be using that just for now, but probably a bit easier to take away as well, rather than taking my big magnifying light. And they have got the different prescription ones. Let me just get it back on my head again. Obviously totally ruins your hairstyle if you've got one. Mine is usually the wild woman of the forest look, so I'm pretty okay with taking this off, and then it just yeah, looks a bit oops. But you can move them, you can adjust them, so yeah, Okay, so what I was finding was I didn't notice much of a difference. See if I can adjust this light just around here a bit. I've been using my straightener as well. Look, my pink straightener. Pink and purple day today. So yeah, this is another day. I'm a bit further along with my video, and then I realised when I came to edit it, that yeah, I'd not filmed this bit, and then I thought, shall I just put it out anyway? And then I thought, no, because you're just gonna have me talking and just you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing, so that's pretty pointless really, Liz. So we'll have another go at doing this. So let me get the K's out. I think we were doing K's. Just making sure I haven't got my head in the way as well. I've got much of a, yeah, you can sort of see it. I'm going to try and do it so that you can see it as well. So K, you know when you just have one of those days and you think you maybe shouldn't have started this, but anyway, I'm going to carry on. Right, so K is number 18, so let's get some K's. You do get quite a few different prescription things on this as well. Look, we've got 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5 and 3.5, and then I suppose if you use both things you can maybe double them up. I think that's what it's for. As I say, I don't read instructions, I'm terrible. Right, so we were getting number 18 out. Well, it's yeah, all right, the thing just dropped, the lenses just dropped out because I'd not put them in properly. All right, leave my pot out so that I know what I'm using. Give them a little bit of a shake. I'm not putting too many in, and don't let my tray stick. So yeah, let's just have a go at doing these K's. K, K, K. So there is a little bit of wiggle room on this, but it's not as good as poured glue. And I am going to be a little bit slow doing this because even with these glasses, I'm still not 100% because I do like to be right over, and you really don't want to be seeing the top of my head. So I'm not putting them on particularly straight, but they are going down. So let me just give them a little bit of a push. And then these, look, you can just put it in between as well and just get them a little bit straighter if that's what you want to do. Depends how picky you are. To be honest, if it's for me, I tend not to be that bothered. This head thing's just slipping a little bit, so I'll just tighten it up a little bit more. And we'll just put a few more K's down. So, okay. Did I not pick one up then? Yes, I did. And then I'm just going to put one down. And oh no, I've put that in the wrong place. So then, let's see if we can move it. So I want to move it up there. Ah, now then, that moves nicely. Okay, which is what you get with poured glue. You get that extra wiggle room, so if it's not straight. Some of the double-sided tape canvases, look, that one's not gone down. I find if it's not gone down straight and it doesn't go down straight the first time, instead of faffing and moving them about, I just put it back in the tray and pick up another one. Because by the time you've tried to put it back in the right place and straighten it and mess about with it, you'll find that yeah, it's taken longer than it would have been just to pick up a different drill. So I just tend to take them off and put down another drill. Obviously, we all get used to our own ways of doing things, but actually this is not bad at all. As I say, I'm not a square girl. I don't really like doing squares. Purely because, well, I suppose because of my eyesight. I love the fact that a square will always give you that extra detail, and it doesn't give you as much shine as the round ones because the round ones have more facets on, but the square ones tend to be that little bit smaller and you get a bit more detail. So I think you can see that's pretty much going down pretty well. So that has more or less turned that into a poured glue canvas. That one hasn't gone down properly, has it? Let me just give it a bit of a scratch. Okay, right. So we'll cover that bit over for now. And I had actually skipped ahead and done another part of the video as well, so you'll be seeing that in a bit. So I'll put these away. I don't think there's any K's up here, is there? No, I did actually, look, I'd actually got as far as doing these, and these aren't very straight at all. These are the on the actual double-sided that has no poured glue on it, none of the poured glue. So, do you know, now I've got this lovely bright light, I'm actually not finding it too bad to diamond paint with these glasses either. So yes, we must do a few more whip and chats, but I love doing unboxings. I love seeing new stuff and playing about with new stuff. And I tend to do most of my diamond painting downstairs when I sit with hubby. So that's why I don't really do sort of whip and chats and things. I do my kit down and chats because obviously I need to be in my craft room to do that. So yeah, but you know, I am hoping, and I might do some lives, I don't know. Fraught with danger was the cry. Right, so we want number 2. So number 2 is number 13, or so we want a number 13 drill. I'm doing the lighter colours as well. So yeah, I did put some down, and I did find that actually this isn't too bad, a double-sided tape. Sometimes you get a double-sided tape and oh my goodness, you know, it's like a strong arm. It just doesn't let go. Now I haven't even picked a drill up, look. So it's not a brilliant comparison on this one, because this does seem to be that little bit tacky, the poured glue, double-sided tape as well. So yeah, let's just keep going and put a few more down. What I tend to do, and I did pick this up from Rebecca Admore Zest, is when I do corners, I actually start off at a corner and go diagonal. I don't use the chessboard method anymore. I did used to do it where you did every other one, but I was finding that I wasn't leaving big enough gaps, and then I was really struggling to put them in, and I'm struggling a little bit to actually see these. So I tend to go like that. Look, I'm still not picking them up. I tell you, my eyesight is appalling. Okay, come on, that's got that one. With regards to diamond painting pens as well, it makes no difference whether you've got a round nib or a square nib. It will still pick up the drill exactly the same. Well, in my opinion anyway, I've not found any difference with them. So yeah, let's just, and then you're just filling in on either side, and still not picking any up. If you're wanting to, I'm doing tips and tricks here, aren't I? I'm supposed to be doing this comparison. If you're wanting to do a nice straight line to start off, if you just literally use your drills and do it this way. So actually, let's do the, oops, we've put that down and we've put it in the wrong place. Oh no, they see, this is quite a pliable double-sided tape. Usually, and I have found in the past, I have torn double-sided tape because it's yeah, it's so very, very unforgiving, or I find it that way. But yeah, this is actually an everyday E-Deals canvas, so maybe they're poured glue. Sorry, they're double-sided tape. Say the right words, Liz, is better. So let's have a look at that then. It's not brilliantly straight, so you can just pop those in between there and just give them a little bit of a push. So yeah, actually that one's not too bad. Yeah, if the first double-sided tape I did had been like this, I probably would have carried on doing squares and double-sided tape a lot more. Now you see that one's come out, so oh, I've picked it up again. As I say, just actually messing about with them and picking them up and messing, I just can't be bothered with it. I do tend to find that yeah, it's easier to just pick up another one. So okay, we'll just put a few more down, seeing as we've got a few more in the tray, and then I will have to finish this one off camera. I have gone ahead, which will come up in this next part of this video, and done another layer of double-sided. Sorry, oh my goodness, Liz, your brain's just not functioning today. Of poured glue on another part of the canvas, so we'll have a go on that as well and see how that compares. But I don't think these are going down quite as square, are they? But as I say, can be a little bit hit or miss with my diamond painting. Yeah, so this is the side. I say it does feel about the same. So let's just see now. Put that on top of there. So we're going to go to the next part of the video now, and I'll do a little bit of a chat as I've done these. As I say, I've had to refilm this bit. So we'll now go to this bit. I'll just put these away. And you'll just have to pretend that it's all continuing. It's not all disjointed and chaotic. Yay! Welcome to the world of Liz Harrison YouTube videos. Okay, so I'm going to continue this experiment a little bit further. Oh, there's a gem that's escaped there, look. So I'm very, very clumsy. Right, so I'm going to put that back on there. And now I'm going to put a double layer of magic glue on this side. So see if putting 2 layers of glue make any difference. So let me see where's about the middle, and I'm going to mark it with a pen so I know where I am. So I'm going to start there. Okay. And then I will come back in a couple of days' time and we'll have a look at the one with the double-sided, with the 2 lots of magic glue on as opposed to the 1 lot, and see if that makes any difference. Say on this canvas, I don't think it's really made any difference because this canvas, this double-sided tape seems to be quite pliable. And I've had some where you put a gem down and it really doesn't want to move. It's so strong, and as you've tried moving it, it can actually tear the actual double-sided tape and make like a little hole, which makes life just that little bit harder. So I've got my magic glue. I've got my brush again. The only thing that I've noticed now, which I'd forgotten about, is the fact that when you're using this, the glue stays tacky. So your brush essentially will only ever be used for putting this on, purely because it's all sticking together, look. I've given it another wash in warm soapy water again, and because it's a stay tack glue, it's sticking all my bristles together. So maybe I should have used a sponge or something on this one. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit, well, that's probably too much, down the middle. And we'll give it a little bit of a brush over, try not to go over the edges. So this is now the 2nd layer of magic glue without taking the double-sided tape off. I mean, I suppose even if it helps a little bit into making it more of a poured glue canvas, if you do like the poured glue, then it's going to work. It's just that I've got so many, as I say, of the big canvases that are Scotty dog ones that I want to do, but they're squares, a lot of them, and they are all double-sided tape. So we will leave that. Just going to put a little bit more, because I know the diamond dots one does say to put a couple of layers on, from what I understand. I've not had any and I've not used it myself. So we actually want this to stay on the top, not be like a layer that's sticking to the double-sided tape. It feels as though on this side where I've just done some gems, as though the double-sided tape has just absorbed the glue, the magic glue, so that it doesn't feel any different. And we don't want that. We want it to change. I will wash this brush. I may even leave it in water, albeit it's got a metal end. So yeah, it probably wasn't a good choice using one of my better brushes for doing this, but anyway, it's worth a go, and I have got a few more brushes as well. So that is this part over. Okay, so this is the side now that I have put. Ooh, that's stuck really, really well. Oh, goodness. Right, okay, but there's no sticky on here where I've put now 2 layers. That is very sticky. Is it as sticky as that side? No, this is definitely a lot stickier. So let's try putting some gems down on this side, some drills on this side. Right, what letter shall we go for? What letter shall we go for? We'll start here. Oh, let's start. Are they all P's? I think they're all P's. So P is number 8. Okay, so number 8. Oh, there's a lot of this one. So there's a lot of this colour. It's a little bit darker. I should be okay. Just tip a few. To be honest, when I'm diamond painting, I tip loads in my tray, which is probably why I'm always spilling them and, yeah, losing them. So I tend to find as well that if I'm just working on this space, I will just use my little cover sheets to cover over the bit where I've taken it off from. So I'm not exposing quite so much to the elements, because I do tend to, particularly if I've got, say, a jumper or a cardi on, I do tend to find that I will put my sleeve on it and then I stand up and my canvas is stuck to my sleeve, yay, and I end up with all fluffy bits. So yeah, my special drill canvas with a fluffy bit on it. I do lots of different textures, so I'll just give those a little bit of a butt up. Okay, I mean, it's entirely up to you how you do your diamond painting. I'm doing this very slowly because I'm doing it on camera, because I'm talking, and because I can't really see what I'm doing as well as I would like, because yeah, I would like to have my head and my nose practically on top of it. As I said before, you don't want to be seeing the top of my head. Okay, right. So these are going down really, really nicely. Possibly 2 layers is the way to go. So let's put one over here and think, oh no, that should have gone down there. So will it move? Let's see. I know you can just pick them up. Oh, yes. Yeah. So that was just so much easier. There was a little bit more resistance with just 1 layer, but with 2 layers, magic glue. Quick plug, the Craft Buddy Magic Glue, not affiliated, no commission or anything, but this is the first one that I've tried. I will get the Diamond Dots one to have a go with as well, to do a comparison at some point in the future. But yeah, this is really good. This is a game changer for me. So, and I've forgotten what number I'm doing. It's letter P, so it's not a number, it's a letter. See, that's why I have to keep this out, because I've got a butterfly mind. Yeah, once I start on something and then I get distracted, then I forget what I'm actually doing. And if I'd have put it back in there, I'd have been lifting them out and going, oh, it's not that colour. So yeah, I mean, I suppose I can always just move one of the drills and have a look underneath, but where's the fun in that? So yeah, I'm thinking that 2 layers is the way to go. This really does now feel like a poured glue canvas, and that's without taking the double-sided tape off. So I am going to have a go at one of my Scotty dog canvases. Yeah, I've got quite a few customs, and customs do tend to come as double-sided tape for some reason. I think I got one from GBFKE, and that one's not double-sided tape, that one is poured glue. As far as I remember, I'll have to double check. Now I'm saying that, I've got myself second guessing myself. But most of the ones that I've had have been double-sided tape. So if I can just literally add a layer, let it dry, put the cover sheets on for a day or so. I mean, it's not an exact science, it's not an exact, you must do it for this length of time. I am just trying this out. I am just experimenting. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and I think they've gone down really, really well. This does feel like poured glue. So yay. Okay, I will finish the canvas. It may be a while before I get it finished now, and I will be adding some poured glue onto some of my other canvases. So I have got one that's actually a Halloween picture, would you believe? Of a Scotty dog vampire that I had made as a custom, and it's a square, and I've not done it because it's double-sided tape, and it's one that I keep thinking, oh, I'll just do this one first, and I'll just do this one first. But I am going to put a couple of layers of the magic glue on. As I say, a little does go a long way, and then we will see what it looks like and if it does make a difference. And it certainly didn't make a huge amount of difference, I don't think, on this side. A little bit, but this side is definitely a lot more pliable, a lot stickier actually, but because the glue is on the top, It's great. Now, I'm just wondering, I would think because you've got 2 lots of adhesive, you have the magic glue, which is stays permanently tacky, and you've got double-sided tape. I would think the 2 working together are going to keep your drills on your page. I can't imagine that they're going to come off for any reason. That one's just gone a little bit wonky. Look, yeah, it's definitely like poured glue, because poured glue sort of settles. You know, you tend to notice it more on special drill canvases, that once you put all your gems on, sometimes you go back and you think, I'm sure I wasn't that off doing that. And as the glue settles, the gems can sometimes move a little bit. Have you ever found that out? I tend to see that quite a bit. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this little experiment. I hope it's been useful to you. And if you've enjoyed this little chat, and I'm sorry it's been a bit disjointed, you know what I'm like, then as always, a thumbs up is very much appreciated. They really do help out with those thumbs ups. Well, likes, you know what I mean. Thumbs up, oh dear. Right, if you've got any comments or questions or any suggestions on this, in the comments down below, I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if you do want to come back and see what we get up to next and further experiments to come, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell that pops up, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up, so you're not going to miss anything. Yay! Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.